just a cry for those who can no longer do so. And with all his wealth, trying to wake him from a laughing old girl fat in the backseat. Kerem Billionaire, arrogant and distant, owner one of the largest hotel empires in Europe. He was also a prisoner, but his hate could not forgive or forget. Driver to keep going, not to stop for anything or anyone. But then he saw her that in the rain, cooked and fragile like an abandoned prayer. She held a white cane, her hands moved, searching for scattered stems. It was clearly something inside him, dormant for years. He opened the car door without thinking. Buzz was firm but sweet, innocent but late. Just someone picking up travelers. Stared at her, stared at her, stared at her, stared at her. No one said thank you to him with that fear. No one treated him with that calm. I'm here to walk with you and smile, to spell reality. Cause it's something invisible between them had just been. Then walk with me, but don't guide my steps. Kerem of his arm, he refused. He returned to his past, to the boy abandoned by a mother who never came back, to the young man who promised he'd never need anyone. 20 years old, owner of a shop, the language of flowers, blind sales 19. Kerem closed the laptop. He didn't know what this emptiness he felt when he was only hours. He only knew he couldn't avoid it. Her shop, the bell rang, the center of the only surrendered him. Just slightly, just slightly, just slightly. years of business, largely it's morning. Leonardo Salazar did something he'd never done before. He went there, no security. Fire, carefully arranging what to love with the precision of someone who knew the soul of every bit of your back. Need more flowers, Leonardo smiled. How could she recognize him by Bursin? There be a know what kind of fire he would not right. He left of She approached the counter, then tell me, are you here for flowers or for answers? Rosy they symbolize respect, but also the beginning of something non-sedan, something you're not sure is worth it, but you still want to try. Idea don't count just for flies. Isabella, I came for you. Hilda don't flinch. With trembling hands, she'd already won. He left the shop without another word. With trembling hands, walked through the streets of Madrid, holding those white roses like they carried someone else's heart. That night, in his penthouse, how about the city? Answer, because she didn't need him, didn't admire him, you don't chase him. Other than the past, but when he returns, other than the past, but when he returns, he found out that his Avila's best is undivided, as it seems. He had everything except the part to stop thinking about her. Predictable meteors, contracts power. None of that seemed to matter. Every morning he promised himself he wouldn't go back to use of time of the bell and the dam, as always, Isabella, behind the counter. Asked, unsure if he wanted her to say yes or no, she shook her head. No, it just intrigues me. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend. Isabella raised an brow, amused. And what do you pretend that there? Leonardo stared at her. A silence that said more than words ever could. She didn't respond, just handed him a bouquet yesterday. Was the brief touch of her hand brushing his, that fleeting contact, almost love there, but absolutely everything. She chuckled faintly, nothing money can buy. He looked at her deeply, like a man who, or maybe she did, and Sylvia didn't care. Leonardo goodbye and empire, but he didn't know if he could win the heart of a woman who didn't see him as a god. And then, for the first time, feel, and it terrified him more than losing millions. Since meeting Isabella, Leonardo Salazar hadn't been the same. Back to the house and he could see her again, and he couldn't understand it. How could a plan for us who didn't even know he really was holding so captive? truth of her wicked him, because even he wasn't sure whether this was love or an obsession dressed up in tenderness. The only one who doesn't see me as a shadow, she lifted her face toward him. I don't see a shadow here now, though. What do you hear in mind? Isabella tilted her head. Listen on the air. What do you hear in mind? The silence stretched like a suspended ovation. Fear and on the him like the ice, and she without ever seeing so dark that night for the first time. Not so she'd know who he was, but so she'd understand how deeply he was already loving her without knowing how he could change the fate of thousands with a signature. Fell over on Madrid like a wizard. The city like sparkle beneath Leonardo's penthouse window. But none of them carried the warmth of a kiss he got. Oh, he hadn't realized he needed. He couldn't sleep that night. Oh, he hadn't realized he needed. He couldn't sleep that night. The whiskey tasted like nothing. The silence weighed more than usual. He built up his phone, Isabella, that he missed her first before even walking away. The next morning, he heard that the flower shop really that usual. Her red hair danced in the breeze, and her ivory dress looked like it belonged in a poem. You're here without needing to buy flowers. You know flowers have memory, she asked. Oh, gods remember the last place they bloom, just like the heart. She turns slowly, though her eyes couldn't see. Her face held a truth that made her make. I remember your voice. You're looking for an excuse to stay. Leonardo stepped closer. She didn't look back. want to be the man who could buy everything. He wanted to be the man who could finally give something away. He was just beginning to trust. After a new the air carried a sweet hush, and for a fear that moment Leonardo believed pain could be forgotten a man. Leonardo watched her with a mix of tenderness and fear. Fear of not the observing her. Here she discovered the truth to sound. Ever using, she lowered the watering can. Easy appeal, cries of me. He shook his head. The silence that followed was sharp, like glass breaking in the air. I didn't know you were married, he murmured. I'm yesterday with something I didn't expect. Whoa, Leonardo closed his eyes. She says he says she has proof. She stepped back, and what do you feel? Leonardo moved toward her, took her hands. That now that I have you near me, everything I was. But I also want to learn today with you. Isabella breathed and deeply. And do you think you can do that? Ex-wife was staying. Ex-wife was staying. Ex-wife was staying. Ex-wife was staying. He found her at the bar, a glass in hand and a smile that no longer meant any fear to him. But do you really want? If he is mine, I'm not here for money. I just want you to know, if you're not in his life now. Leonardo whispered yes. Leonardo whispered yes. Leonardo whispered yes. Leonardo whispered yes. This child could be his. That afternoon he returned to the flesh of Isabella was there. Love only on me. He blinked. What do you mean? If you choose to love. She approached and embraced him. You start here. No condition. Said you would make him forget. Isabel lost swallowed. She said there, and he owned all the tents. Isabel under the started thee. The boy walked through the shop, touching the flowers with tender fingers. To the old life forever. Not like he understood more than any treasure. That night he unnoticed sat in silence. They didn't speak much, just looked at each other and said everything without saying a word, until she finally asked, "What's the answer? What are you hiding? There are things that don't end up waits." Investigator, what he uncovered changed everything. Clear, his ex-wife had been seen visiting from back in the arts with another man. Exactly 9 months before Nicole was born, medical records tell me everything suggested the flower shop. Isabella was arranging what they used when he walked in. He drew all light to me. But he has something worse. He has my reflection, the same loneliness I carried when I was his age. And now I want to stay, but here I didn't see, but they felt everything. Do you know what it's like to live